G'day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan battle video, and in this video we are going to take a look at the All Trunks team. So this is obviously part of the same name series, and this is a look at how good the future Saga team will be with pretty much almost entirely Trunkses. So we've only really got one different unit. We've got this future Gohan here. And overall, the Trunks team probably a little bit lacking. There are several really great Trunks units, and there are some really kind of average Trunks units. I know we're probably due a couple Trunkses, or at least a couple changes to Trunks in future. I wouldn't be surprised if one or two of them get an easy A. I wouldn't be surprised if we get the Prime Battle easy A at some point. And I wouldn't be surprised if we get a new DFE Trunks. So I think 2021 or late 2021, early 2022 is probably going to be the time for Trunks to shine, which will be really cool. But we are probably due a bit of a change up on Team Trunks. Overall, still a pretty decent team. I love Trunks, favorite character in the show. Yeah, pretty much my top character by far on the show, especially the original Future Trunks. But I pretty much enjoy all variations of Trunks, just probably not really the kid Trunks, not really my flair, not really my style. I don't really enjoy the kid characters in general. But let's take Team Trunks and let's try them out in a stage. We should get some interesting results here. The strength Trunks is really good. He's a great hybrid Saiyan support, so that is a really big plus that he's recently come out. Obviously, he shines best when there is a youth Gohan on the team, but we should be quite alright in terms of performance there. I think everything will be more than fine. So obviously, beyond that, obviously the Tech Trunks still pretty solid. A little out outdated now, doesn't hit as hard as other DFEs. We've taken a look at him at 100% with all all link levels activated, I should say. And yeah, he hit pretty decently, but obviously still a unit that has aged somewhat. This physical Future Gohan is not as good as the Int Future Gohan, and I probably would be taking Int Future Gohan if I had him. Which I don't, so yeah, still trying to get some units that a lot of people have, but I don't. But I guess that's the name of the game when you are trying to play as a free-to-play player. But it's no problem whatsoever. Even people who dip a little into the fun still struggle to get units. So ultimately, at the end of the day, it's the RNG of gacha games. But right off the bat, team looks to be doing decently. I would say damage is definitely a problem. Tech Trunks, being our highest damage dealer, is okay, but it's not necessarily the best situation. Like I said, Tech Trunks is a little bit outdated, so he's not really the kind of unit that we just want to sit and be the #1 unit on our team. As you can see, pretty strong rotation here in terms of just everything in general, and we're getting quite a few orbs here for this Int Trunks. So I've got him at 55%, which isn't bad. He's good at 55% after his EZA, but he really excels with a dupe or two because he's a nuking style unit. That additional or that exponential stat gain really matters quite a lot when your base stats are that bit higher. So still really good. Obviously, Trunks there getting a nice critical and finishing off Vegeta. So far, looks pretty decent. We have some good linking partners here. We've got, obviously, now we get our proper pairings going. You can see here that the support Trunks doesn't really connect with the Tech Trunks. This Tech Trunks is okay. I definitely think he's also at 55%. You see, the problem is a lot of these units are at 55%. I definitely think there's room for him to improve, but he is still decent. I mean, 75k defense nowadays is probably a bit low, and his damage is relatively low as well, but he's still somewhat okay. Raises that attack and defense after super, which is still a bonus, and of course we have the physical Gohan, who again also a bit outdated, but he's still quite strong defensively. So nothing really to freak out about or anything like that. But still a solid rotation, if not you know, unexciting rotation. So still really good, but not really that kind of pizzazz. The support trunks here, very, very solid, but has aged quite a bit. He's maxed out and he has like 80k defense, which just isn't a lot of defense. It's enough, but it's just not a lot, especially not for the hard content in the game. Manageable, but not really to the like places we want it to go. But still, these tech trunks is very, very solid. 100k defense, super duper rad. Obviously, the int trunks also getting 100k, and then we can wrap it up with the final trunks getting 100k. So you can see the int trunks and the tech trunks are a little bit of a step above all of the other units. Obviously, again, though, I do have a rainbow tech trunks on either side, and the tech armored trunks and the strength trunks only have 55%. So you can see pretty solid overall. But you know, ultimately at the end of the day, it's a solid team, but I would definitely wouldn't say it's the most spectacular team. I think full Vegeta teams, full Goku teams, even more just combo teams are way better for you. And for someone like me who loves Trunks, who wants to run a full Trunks team, the strange thing is his team has great synergy. You have the strength hybrid Saiyans lead Trunks, you have the physical support Trunks, you have, for example, this battlesuit Trunks, who gains a whole bunch of buffs according to the future Gohan on the team. You have the tech transforming Trunks, who's great, and you even have a nuker in the form of the int Trunks. Barring tech trunks and int trunks, it's just that every other unit is a little bit too outdated in their roles, and obviously the strength trunks, who I only recently just got and is only at 55%. But every other unit is a little bit outdated in their roles, and so running a full trunks team isn't really that possible, but they have lovely synergy. So it's a very kind of interesting scenario, because usually we run these teams that don't have great synergy. This team right here has pretty much perfect synergy. The only unit that currently is not running at full capacity is the Strength Trunks, because there's no Gohan Youth. And Strength Trunks is designed for a Hybrid Saiyans team. Every other Trunks here is running at full capacity pretty much, and we only have a single Gohan Future on the team. And we have an uptime of 66% on support. So it's a good flowing team with great links. It's got good design, but it's just, I personally am also lacking dupes. You know, if I look at some of the units that are lackluster, I mean, okay, Physical Gohan has aged 100%, but the Tech Trunks, the Battle Armor one, could definitely do a lot better with dupes. If we look at Strength Trunks, you know, with dupes, he'd be, you know, sitting at around about 100 and something thousand, 100 and something K, which is very good for a defensive unit. The physical unit, however, the physical support Trunks is outdated. The tech Trunks is good, but he's aging. And the int Trunks is also good, but I also only have him at 55%. So it's weird in that the team does have this great synergy, but I am clearly A, lacking dupes in those units that require them, and B, the units I do have rainbowed are just so aged at this point that they are solid options, but they're not spectacular options on teams. And I think that's ultimately, at the end of the day, just about surmises the team here. But that being said, still a fun team to run. So if you do find yourself, like me, being a massive fan of Trunks and just wishing you had a little bit more Trunks in your life, then you are more than welcome to throw down with this team. It is still a ton of fun. In terms of animation quality, the strength unit and the tech unit clearly stand out, but the rest of them are okay. But yeah, I definitely think that this team is due for an update, and I think it definitely will get an update at some point in the future. I can't see them not bringing out another Trunks unit for too long. He is quite a decent seller, and also obviously just some of these units are naturally due their easy A's in the course of time. Future Gohan's probably due one at some point. This Tech Trunks, probably not, but I mean, there definitely will be a replacement Trunks coming out. And the Strength one that's just come out is great, so I think just getting a couple more dupes in him will really make him shine. But I think that's about it from me. Pretty happy with how this team looked. I think it's a great team to try out. And yeah, I think overall, pretty cool. I personally love it because obviously I adore Trunks, but at the same time I do understand it's definitely not one of the better performing same name updates. The category itself, Future, does benefit from this update. The main thing being able to run multiple Future Trunks supers. The Strength Trunks, well, the Tech Trunks, the In Trunks, and the Physical Trunks are all Future Trunks supers, which is obviously a big deal. And the Strength one is a Future Trunks teen. So, ideally, pretty much able to run 3 of the same Trunks. 2 of them aren't that great, or at least the Tech one isn't that great without dupes, but ultimately still a good bit of viability. But that's going to be it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye!